Massive recall on spinach and a winter storm warning heading through Ohio. Let's discuss. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano. Tonight we are drinking Cafe Bustelo. Needed something strong. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee together or whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do that now, as this will be a lengthy discussion. We have got a lot to talk about, and thank you to some of our longtime viewers who sent me comments and emails on this spinach recall. Recall. It is just, it's every day or every other day now. It is all over the news, guys. It's on the FDA website. Make sure you check the FDA website for different lot numbers, UPC codes, best of use by dates. We are going to be reading through or on food safety news. So they go on to say here in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, based Bright Farms brand, which is a very popular brand, has announced the recall of spinach grown by its supplier Element Farms in their Pompton Plains, New Jersey farm, and distributed under the Bright Farms brand because the spinach has the potential to be contaminated with listeria. Salmonella and listeria seem to be the topics of main discussion here these days. Due to potential cross-contamination, Bright Farms also recalls a limited quantity of 4 salad kit products from its Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania facility. Okay. They go on to talk about food contaminated with listeria may not look or smell spoiled, but can still cause severe and sometimes life-threatening infections. Anyone who has eaten any recalled product and develops symptoms of listeria infection should seek medical treatment and tell their doctors about possible listeria exposure. Okay, and we're going to scroll down here. Symptoms of listeria infection can include vomiting, nausea, persistent fever, muscle ache, severe headache, and neck stiffness. Specific laboratory tests are required to diagnose listeria infections, which can mimic other illnesses. I was just going to say that. Like, it's, those are pretty common symptoms for a lot of things. The recalled products were distributed to retailers in 7 states: Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and West Virginia. Let me stop right there for just a second, because every time we've been hearing one of these recalls, we are hearing of these things spreading out more and more. Not saying that this one will, but every recall that we have had over the last few months, it seems like it has spread out a lot further than what was originally said. Not saying this one will. I'll go over the states again immediately affected: Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and West Virginia. So if you live in those states, and maybe we're going to go over the different codes here for what you should look for. And I know this takes a little while, but I like to go over these, especially because it makes it easier for you, so that you can just go right to your product and look. And, if you have to hit rewind in this video to go back to go over these codes, feel free to do so. The products come in a 4-ounce clear plastic container. Now, this is spinach and lettuce and stuff, so 4 ounces, it's still going to be in the Bright Farms packages. They're pretty much the same size plastic containers of any of the other ones in stores. I know 4 ounces don't sound like much, but spinach is very light. You can put a lot of spinach in one of those containers. Anyway, the products come in 4-ounce clear plastic containers. Information about the best by date, UPC, and facility code can be found at the bottom of the package. Pictures to assist customers in identifying the recalled products are found at the end of this announcement. So if you scroll down here, okay, let's see, they must have a link. Yes, they have a link at the bottom to where you can click and look at the pictures. Now the products, okay, so we got the Bright Farms baby spinach. I like that they put probably the most popular one at the top. Bright Farms baby spinach. Now, this is a 3.5-ounce container with UPC code 8-57062-00492-3. Now, I'm not going to repeat these because I don't want to take too long covering these numbers. But again, if you have to hit rewind and hit pause, and again, it may be easier to, I mean, you can find them all here, but you can also go to the FDA website, and that is what they're going to have is all the numbers. Facility code PEN 8, PEN, like a writing pen, 8. And the best by dates on that is 1/11/2024, January 13th, 2024, January 18th. Hold on. Okay. January 11th, January 13th, January 18th, and January 20th of 2024. Then they have the Bright Farms Mediterranean Crunch Kit. Okay, 6.35 ounce container. UPC code 8-50051-82501-1. And that is, the facility code is PEN 4, writing pen, PEN 4. Best by dates January 15th and January 20th, 2024. Bright Farms Chickpea Caesar Crunch Kit. The Chickpea Caesar Crunch Kit at 6.5 ounce container. UPC code 8-570-62-00415-2. And that has a facility code of PEN 4 as well. Best if used by dates January 15th and January 20th, 2024. And then they have the Bacon Ranch Crunch Kit. Bacon Ranch Crunch Kit by Bright Farms here, 6.70 ounces. UPC code 8-570-62-00416-9. And that is PEN 4 as well, PEN 4. Best if used by date only January 15th, 2024. And then last one here, Bright Farms Southwest Chipotle, 5.85 ounces, 8-50051-82500-4. And that is PEN 4 as well for the facility code PEN 4 with the same of an expiration or a best if used by date of January 15th, 2024. And here at the end, they go on to say no illnesses have been reported to date. So that probably means that they've tested this and they have found an instance of it, right? But nobody has reported any of it yet. So hopefully nobody does. But again, if those are included, and I know Bright Farms, we have a lot of viewers on the channel that use Bright Farms products and eat Bright Farms greens. So wanted to get this information out to you as fast as possible. They go on to say the spinach recall was initiated after routine sampling conducted by Element Farms yielded a positive result for listeria due to potential cross-contamination at Bright Farms, Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania facility. Bright Farms recalls a limited quantity. We already went over that. They recalled a limited quantity of some of the, like 4 of the different select salad kit products. I wouldn't be surprised if that expands as well. Okay. Now, we don't have Bright Farms products around here. I mean, they may be somewhere. I don't see them at some of the places we shop. As a result of today's recall, the company has temporarily suspended the distribution of Element Farms grown spinach. So, under the name of Bright Farms, I guess that's who they use, retailers have been instructed to remove all recalled products from store shelves. Consumers who have purchased the affected products should not consume the products and discard them or present a photo of the product or receipt to their place of purchase for a full refund and then disregard them. I like how that was worded. Haven't seen that, right? Get your money back. Not only that, please don't bring the product back here. Take a photo of it and throw it away. They distinctly say here, present a receipt. If you have the receipt, cool. If you don't, take a photo of it. Take a photo of the UPC code, everything that matches up, get your money back, and throw that thing away. Throw it away. Okay, guys, so, yep, that is the recall for spinach. Now, and thank you again, everyone who posted that on our channel because that's how we're able to keep up on these things so fast, guys. I can't be everywhere at once. And thank you all who are part of the adventure out here, because I'll tell you what, it is an adventure every day. Shut this down here. We're going to start talking about this winter storm, another adventure in the making. So let me tell you a quick story what happened earlier this week. So living in a smaller spot here in an apartment, me and Jessica, it gets really hot up here. And we never usually have to turn our heat on. Well, we did because it got down into the single digits and it was absolutely freezing. Our heat didn't work. And as to where I wasn't freaking out about it, we're prepared for these things. We have little heaters and different things like that. And it's like, well, in the land, we got a pretty good landlord. We got a pretty good maintenance group here. Really nice people came, and he had to bleed. He had to bleed the water through. We're on the old radiator system where they have like the baseboard radiated heating. And I'll tell you what, that was a quick reminder of one, how fortunate we are that somebody was able to quickly fix that. And I know how to do it. I know how to bleed brakes. I know how to bleed a system and stuff. But, when you're renting, they don't want you to do that. They would rather come and fix it. And honestly, yeah, if I was to do something and something would happen, then I may be at fault for that. So, but I was glad they were able to quickly do that. But it was a quick scare. Like, it's freezing. And we were into the weekend here when nobody was here. And that was just a short, quick problem, but a solemn reminder that, make sure everything's working. If you see that, we're supposed to be getting some snow, not as heavy here in Cincinnati, but a lot of our northern neighbors are going to get hit pretty good. We have a winter storm warning from 11 o'clock tonight, January 18th. Today's January 18th, 2024. Oh, I'm finally getting used to saying 2024. And that's supposed to go on through Saturday morning. It's supposed to start snowing tonight, and then it's not supposed to stop until tomorrow or Saturday morning. So now we're supposed to get up to 3 to 4 inches, I think, which, that shouldn't be too big of a problem. It has warmed up a little bit here today, but then the recipe for destruction is coming, because once it snows, the temperatures are going to be going back down into the single digits, so it's going to freeze. So we may be drinking a lot of coffee this weekend, maybe talking about some deals, talking about some sales, see what we can do. But I definitely will not be driving on ice, and I recommend that nobody else do too, if you can help it. If the weather gets real bad, I know up near Cleveland, they're expecting like anywhere from 10 to 12 inches. They said 5 to 9, but some people are saying 10 to 12. I tend to think when there's a storm like this, it's always the ones that nobody ever talks about. That's why I think we're going to actually get more than what they're saying. They originally said 1 to 3 inches like 2 days ago. And then we were saying, well, yeah, we probably won't get anything. Well, now it's kind of in the air, like now it's definitely happening. You get these feelings, living here. It's like Cincinnati, we're always on that line. We're always on that, we're in the like Ohio River Valley. So it could go north, it could go south. I have a feeling this one's just going to plow right into us. I wouldn't be surprised if we got 4 or 5 inches of snow. And I know for people up in Cleveland and Buffalo and places like that, that's nothing, but it doesn't matter. It does mean that we still all need to take caution, right? We need to make sure we're prepared, make sure you've got some meals, some warm meals to cook at home. Me and Jessica have some things set up. We may do maybe a cooking video, show like a nice warm meal or something. I don't know yet. We'll just have to see how things go with that. Gotta kind of go day by day on that kind of stuff. But it would be nice. Got out today, visited Dollar General. I was looking around at some things on and off camera, checking out some of the prices. Yeah, it's like anywhere else. Prices are going up at Dollar General also. It's kind of why I've stayed away from Dollar General, because most of the things that people buy, I feel like regular prices at Dollar General are crazy, but there are other digital coupons and stuff you can use that would help that. And I know there's a lot of viewers on our channel. That's one of your main shops is Dollar General. So I want to make sure and get back there today before the snow hit. Maybe give you a little bit of time if you live further east of us, because if you live further east, well, obviously the storm's coming from west to east. So maybe you have a little bit extra time to get to your store and get whatever you can. But yeah, I'll tell you what, that was a scare with the heat not coming on. That was just not, plenty of blankets. Always good to have these things. Always good to have, always good to prepare for these kind of events, which I feel we are well prepared. But, just throwing this message out here that this storm is coming. So you want to make sure that if you're in the path, if you're anywhere in Ohio, I mean, we're in pretty southwestern Ohio here. So, and we're getting like the bottom tip of it here. So, and it may be worse than that. I actually have a feeling it might be. So I don't know. We may be in for a couple days, but that's okay. I will continue to bring you the news as we come across it. Sad with the recalls, guys. I mean, it really is. It's just one thing after another. If it's not salmonella, it's listeria. It's one thing or the other. Neither one can be taken lightly. We got to make sure that we're paying attention to these things that, and this is why I know it may be kind of long and boring given the codes and all that stuff. This is stuff you can look up anyway yourself, but I like to go over those things. So in case, it could be anything. Maybe you're not able to get that information up. I don't know, but relaying that message, again, I know most people probably wouldn't read all that stuff out, but I like to do that. I like to do that no matter how long it takes, because I want to make sure that everybody is getting that information, hopefully writing it down as we go across it. But yeah, as far as the snow goes, guys, who knows? I mean, I'm not a big fan of snow, but if it does snow, well, then I'll be calling up my niece and nephew and we're going to find a big hill and maybe do some sledding. So I am kind of excited for that. If that does happen. We haven't had a good snow here in Cincinnati in the last couple years. There was one last year that it wasn't much at all, just a few inches. And then it heated up right away. And temperatures are supposed to start going back up next week into like the mid 40s, which I'm excited for. But a lot of people around here are just, it's like if it's going to be 5 degrees outside, yeah, I get it. You want it to snow because, if you're off school or if it's a weekend or something, you want to have some fun. Have some fun in the snow. I'll go sledding with you. I love sledding. I like them big inner tubes. My other one broke. I had one a few years ago. It's been a while. But boy, I hit this ramp. I mean, it's a big inner tube. And, I'm a bigger guy, but I mean, I hit this edge of this hill. I was in midair. And this thing went down right on this rock, I guess. And that thing it sounded like a cannon going off. It was like, I was like, oh, but that was fun. So I don't know. I actually looked at Dollar General to see if I could find one of those. I didn't think I would. May have to go to like Dick's Sporting Goods or something. But I think our Dick's Sporting Goods just closed. I mean, there's one further up north, but yeah, ours closed. I don't think they did a lot of business. I mean, anytime I ever went in there, there really wasn't much. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but I mean, there just wasn't a lot of people. I didn't think sales were probably very good there. But anyway, make sure you're preparing for the storm. Be ready. It's supposed to last for a long time. It's supposed to last, like I said, starting in Cincinnati here, starting at 11 p.m. tonight and going through till Saturday at like 4 a.m. So it's going to be 2 days. It's going to be 2 days of solid snow. And the bad thing, the kicker here is that the temperature's going up just enough for it to get a good snow in, and then it's just going to crash back down to the single digits. So it's going to all be ice. And you don't want to be driving on ice. I won't be. Luckily, we can do these videos from in here and have some fun. That's some bonus footage that I put into today's video for tomorrow, which you guys will see. I went to Price Hill Chili, which is a famous Cincinnati chili. We had so many comments on what is Geta. Nobody knows what Geta is. And I know people were spelling it all different kinds of ways. It is Goetta. Goetta. So I know somebody said they looked it up and they couldn't find it. That's how you spell it though. Goetta. So I went to Price Hill Chili and I do a little review of Cincinnati Geta. And I gotta say, it's pretty delicious. But I'll leave it at that. Just wanted to give you a little taste. No pun intended. of tomorrow's video. So make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, guys, as this helps grow our channel and spread our message out all around the world. Guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. Have a great night.